Some discount or what? Oh, it's your fault. I can real hard sometimes.
Miles out now. Well, I guess this is part 2 of our hunt. We had flown in on the 15th, hunted 3 days on the haul road, and we decided to take the airboat, as you all saw. We're looking for a place to camp here now. I had some issues with my other camera, so I'm just using my cell phone and maybe a GoPro. We're just trying to find a spot to camp. Check this out. Some pretty good wolf tracks. Big and little one. That caribou track's pretty fresh. I'm not the only predator here. Grizzly bear. The yard sale's almost over. Alright, we got camp set up. Using this MSR water system. It's nice for camp. I really like my Sawyer, but this system's huge compared to my Sawyer. I can get like a gallon, maybe 2 gallons there, but my Sawyer can only hold like 2 liters of water. See, we set up past these alders. So we get the bear fence, get a tarp set up. We're pretty good. Already saw like 5 boo, 1 or 4 up on this hill. Filtering water. Hey y'all, this is the second day of the airboat trip. We got totally soaked yesterday. Everything's wet. I luckily had some clothes dry, but about 3/4 of a mile out, like that bluff that way, that's the river. And I got this group of bulls. You can see those brown and white spots. I can't keep the camera still. So yeah, the group of bulls is over there, and I got the wind at my back, so I'm gonna kind of come this way, probably about 1.5 miles. But let's get it done. I just shot him. Oh my gosh, you can see his antler tips. He's going down. I shot him once at 250. God, shake it. I'm using my binocular holder as a rifle rest on my tripod. 1 trekking pole. All my stuff is like half a mile, 3/4 of a mile back, but I got one down. .300 short mag, 168 grain Barnes. Did the job. Well, he's not giant, but he's down. Thank you, old Bo. Well, this is 3-4 days of haul road frustration. Had one stock on a bull with a bow, little slick horned one with no shovels or anything. And this boy, this was some work. So yesterday we took an airboat out, and the rain was really bad all day yesterday, and hunted it through, got soaking wet. Had one change of clothes, and I threw them on this morning. Made a clothesline with Matt and Shannon, and I had headed out by myself. And once I got over the first hill, and airboat hauler said probably you could get past the second hill. There's usually a lot of caribou back there. And but I got up to the first one, and there were some there. And there was a group of 5, I think 4 bulls and 1 cow. And I got about 350 yards from one, and they all spooked off 3. And this one was by himself. And I moved in onto him about like 350 yards before the hill, and he had went past this hill. And I'm on the past the second hill now, and I can see easily 100 or more caribou. And so this is the spot where they're at. Unfortunately, I left my sled and my game bags a little ways back, so I'm gonna gut him and drag him probably another 30-40 yards away from the gut pile, and go get my game bags and sled, and we'll get him out of here. Man, just such a cool animal, so soft. I mean, softer than a lot of cats and dogs, I don't know. Velvet is, oh, so soft. Some nice shovels on him. Not the giantest bull, but for my first caribou, killed him with my 300 short mag with reloads I made. 168 grain Barnes TTSX. It's actually, I think we got like 3 or 4 more days left of the hunt, so hopefully I can get the other guys a chance to get the rest of the bulls, and need to get him packed out first. All right, it is 8:30. I have the bull caped out, all 4 quarters, the back straps, tenderloins, neck meat, rib rolls. Took a bit to get the rib roll going, but once you get it going, you cut down and across, and rinse and repeat. It goes all right. My partners, Matt and Shannon, are using my binocular tripod method, which works amazing. I'm telling you all, if you don't use binoculars on a tripod, those are only 8x Soros, but you can see antlers at a mile or more. And they saw a bull while I was dressing him, and now they're chasing some way out Never Land over there. I might climb up the hill here a little bit and see if I can watch this go down. Maybe film through my binoculars if I can. My camera's acting weird. I actually crushed one of the lenses on this camera, not only ruining another camera, my main camera, my Sony Mirrorless. So after this hunt, I gotta eventually get a new camera to replace that one. I'll tell you, my boots are soaking wet. I was in water up to knees, thighs, chasing these bulls. I chased this bull here, clear over that way, kind of towards those mountains over there. And yeah, it is not as easy as it looks. These ones here, just getting inside like a quarter mile was difficult. This is like a new update. And I am trudging along. I see a grizzly bear, a behemoth out there. But that dark dot is a G-bear. We got split up last night after I shot my bull. They went off chasing a caribou while I finished up. Well, that was around 9 o'clock at night. Sunset's around 11. Also to mention, one partner that came to look at my caribou didn't have a phone or a Garmin inReach and didn't wear any rain gear and was wearing only cotton clothes. And the other had an inReach mini, but his phone or GPS was broken. It got wet. So they had no way to find camp in the dark, cloudy sky that came to us after sunset. And I knew that they didn't have a GPS and that I didn't want to leave them behind. And around midnight, I could vaguely see their flashlight. We found each other around 3 in the morning, and the man without any rain gear was shivering very bad, near hypothermia, soaking wet, and all the cotton. I had 30% battery left on my phone, and we huddled together until sunlight to stay warm and to save battery using landmarks to navigate in the daylight. Walking back to camp, they were falling asleep on me and shivering uncontrollably the whole walk back, and I hauled the caribou meat about three quarters of a mile to camp, and that's where I felt myself bonking from not sleeping any that day and left my meat under a tarp. Took all the courage we got to get dressed up to pick up the rest of the meat. It's like 3/4 of a mile out. Get it like 1.25 miles packed out. Trying to get help to go.
I kept on trying to get Shannon. I said, come on, let's go back. And we could come in here in the morning and sit and just still hunt these bastards.
We are 100 yards from the meat stash ahead. We'll get this packed out today. Call the airboat in. We're out of here. Matt's a little falling behind, but I'll get the pack set up for when he gets there. Made it. Took about 3 hours, 1.5 mile round trip. All right, well, I hope you all enjoyed the video here. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. Thanks for watching.